There's a couple of different type of fasts. There's intermittent fasting. That is about 12 hours of not eating. Intermittent fasting is going to be good for getting insulin sensitive and kind of resetting the glucose that's in your bloodstream. Then you have a 17-hour fast. That's going to be good for autophagy. Autophagy is like when your cells repair itself and when your cells like eat the bad cells and get rid of the bad cells, right? Now you're going to have a gut reset at 24 hours. So the gut reset is going to get rid of the bad gut bacteria. It's going to induce stem cells to be created in the intestinal lining. And those stem cells are pretty much going anywhere into the intestinal lining that needs repair. And then it's going to open up your microbes and like get them from not being clumped together. And that change of ecosystem of like a repaired intestinal lining and more spread out microbes is going to get rid of a lot of parasites, a lot of candida and all that shit. Then you got a 36-hour fast. That's going to get rid of all the visceral fat. Your body's going to start like reaching for the fat. Fat is just stored energy pretty much. So that's when the fat's going to get broken down. And then at 48 hours, you got a dopamine reset. And we are very dopamine saturated right now. So we're not getting a lot of happiness from our food. So the dopamine reset is going to allow us to get more happiness from our food. Dopamine is also the motivator. So when our dopamine is saturated, we're not going to be as motivated to do things. So those are the different types of fasts. Now, it's really important how you break your fast because we want to, if you're like resetting your microbiome, you want to make sure you're getting a high prebiotic and probiotic meal to break your fast. That's going to be fermented foods like hemp seeds, sauerkraut, and like you want to get a very high polyphenols in your system. Those are like fresh organic berries and things like that. You don't want to break your fast with bullshit. And then you have like water fasts. You have to make sure you have all your electrolytes when you're fasting though. Like you want your body to be filled with water and salt because if not, it's not going to be hydrated. It's not going to do the fast a service. But when I'm fasting, I would only do water and maybe black coffee, some teas, unless you are not worried about the glucose, because then you can do like a juice fast where you're like adding a lot of fruit juices, fresh pressed obviously, but those are kind of the different ways of fasting. Women have certain diseases like fibrotic breast cancer, dysmenorrhea, menorrhagia, POS, right? And those all come from an excess of estradiol, but a healthy gut helps to mitigate those levels of estradiol. So fasting is good for both or all genders for real.